Good day everyone, and good day to you, Sir Rexy. Today, I'm gonna talk about our Project Airlines, which is named Sky High Airlines system. So, what is a Project Airlines system? It is a system wherein consumers or customers can book flights according to their preferred destination. So first, we're gonna click the Book a Flight button. Here, the user will be redirected to a booking form, which is wherein they can input their preferred destination. So here, the first functionality that I'm gonna explain is the DOM elements. Here is the code, and this part connects your HTML sections and elements to JavaScript. Each cons gets an element by its ID, like home, booking form, flight list, so you can later show, hide, or modify them dynamically. Here I'm gonna input an example of a trip or the customer's trips to their destination. So here, after confirming the date and the destination, the customer will be, or the user can see the available flights of that specified date. So here, she or she is gonna select the flight that is available. So here, I'm gonna talk about the functionality, which is the state variable rather. This stores the user data temporarily because the booking data keeps all the booking details, origin, destination, dates, passenger info, and etc. The second one is selected flights hold the flight chosen by the user. Here, the user or the customer will input their passenger information to confirm their booking. So, in the fourth step, or the booking summary, it shows the destination and passenger details of the user or the customer. So if you click book now, it will show the booking will be successful and your flight has been booked. So if you click book another, the third one that I'm gonna talk about is the functionality, is the realistic flight durations. Its functionality it defines realistic flight durations between different Philippine cities. It uses dictionary routes so that each city pair has a travel time, like for example Manila to Cebu, which is it takes 1 hour and 15 minutes of travel time. So my contribution for our system, which is the 50% of our system, is the first and second step, the search of flight and the booking form. All the contents in the booking form are done by me and its validations. So the fourth one that I am going to discuss is the flight database for all the days in October, or flight database generator. Its functionality is it creates the list of all possible flights between cities for October 18 to 31. It includes the flight number, which is, if for example, if F is FL123, the departure or arrival cities, date and time, price, seat count, fare type, promo or regular, duration, and the terminal. So here, in this tab, the user is presented with the available flights within that day. The fifth one that I'm gonna discuss is the utility functions. So basically, its functionality is it updates the destination options, selecting prevents the user from selecting the same city for both from or to destination. The second one is it updates origin options, which ensures that the reverse also isn't allowed. The third one is it adjusts modal heights or keeps your modal pop-up box centered and responsive on screen resizing. The sixth one that I'm gonna discuss is the core navigation. So basically, its functionality is that it controls the page transitions between sections like home to booking to flights to passengers to summary and the success tab. It also updates the progress bar from step 1 to 4. The seventh one that I'm gonna discuss is about the event listener, so the main buttons. Basically, its functionalities is that it shows the booking form, hides home elements, logo or login, and blurs the background for focus. So in the booking form submission, it prevents empty or invalid dates, especially for round trips. It stores choices, origin, destination, data type passengers into booking data. It also closes the display flights to show available flights. Also, in the flight type change, or wherein the user can choose one-way or round-trip flight, it shows or hides the return date input and depending whether it's a round trip. So the fourth one is the back to booking. Basically, its functionality is that it returns the user from flight selection back to booking form if we click the previous button. So the eighth one that I'm gonna discuss is about the flight list generation, and its functionality is that it filters flights that match the user's search, and it creates a visual card for each available flight. It also includes select buttons for choosing a specific flight. Next, the ninth thing that I'm gonna discuss about is the select flight to the passenger form. Here, the users can input their details, and its functionality that it stores the user's chosen flight, generates the passenger info fields dynamically, the name, age, email for each passenger, and it also displays the passenger section. Next, the 10th one that I'm gonna discuss about its functionality is the passenger form submission. Basically, its functionality is that it validates all passenger info, saves it into booking data, that passenger details, and proceeds to the summary section. So here, this is an example of a valid passenger information, and continue to the summary. So here, the user will be redirected to the summary section or the summary tab. So the 11th thing that I am gonna discuss about is the summary displays. So basically, its functionality is that it shows the summary page, which is here, the list flight details, passenger names, and calculates the total price, which is price multiplied by its passenger. Next thing that the last thing that I'm gonna talk about is the book now confirmation, which is its functionality is it's when you click the book now button here, it moves to the success page and resets progress indicators. So lastly, The book another or the return home button is the last thing in the button that the user is gonna press, or where they will be redirected to the home page. So basically, I contributed the initial web design and the 50% of the step 1 and 2 design to our system. Thank you, sir.